Namaste, yoga queens. Alicia here. Today we're talking about money, 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 finances, making impact with your income. And I have some great news that they would call a praise report. I have a win to share. I have a brag to share. And a testimony, a Tuesday testimonial. All right. Okay, so I have been working with some financial advisors and looking at my accounts and paying attention to them and growing them, and that's been very fun. And what I realized when I checked our numbers is that we hit 6 figures in 2021. Hey, it's 2021. Hey, in 2021. And what I really love about this is that when I first started teaching, yoga was a side thing. Yoga was something that I did on the days when I wasn't working my quote unquote real job. Yoga was something that I started off making $25-$30 an hour, something like that. I started off making that and, getting paid a couple $100 a month to like paying bills, like paperwork and like them kind of bills. And so it feels so good to be able to actively, intentionally connect to the point that I started somewhere and I'm here right now. And this place that I've created for myself is somewhere that is only temporary because we have goals of making millions of dollars of impact in the world, in the Black community, in the yoga space, in the yoga industry. And, eventually billions of dollars. Like, this is something that there's very key, important steps, and we're taking those steps. And so, this time next year, we're going to have a team and a corporate, situation. It's going to be amazing. It's like, I know where we're going and I can acknowledge with gratitude where we are now. And I can acknowledge with gratitude where we came from, where I came from. And that's something that I always look for the learnings in things. And so my learning, because I am so goal-oriented, is to smell the flowers, to be here, to see the colors. And that's one of the reasons why I love bright colors so much. It brings me into the present moment. I feel, I see, I experience something different when there's color involved, intentional color involved, than black and white, grays, and those things. And so I invite you to take a look. Where are you now? Can you be grateful here in this place? Can you appreciate the origin or the previous version of yourself, your business? Because there's always going to be a new goal. Like, now that we hit 6 figures, the next goal is 7 figures. There's always going to be a goal. There's always going to be an achievement to check off, a box to check. However, when it comes to fulfillment, we got to intentionally create appreciation, happiness. We got to revel in the movement, the momentum that you've created where you are now. If you're a newer yoga teacher and you're just finishing your certification, or maybe you're just starting, you just made your first investment on your yoga certification. Wherever it is that you are in your journey, there was a time before when you weren't there. And so here is a present. It is in the present moment. And so that's something that we don't want to discount. We have to stay aware of the things that are taking us step by step by step. Because if we don't, we're gonna get caught in this idea. And this is something that's not new. If you know anything about those, or if you heard anything about the rich men who live in these amazing houses, drive these amazing cars, wear these amazing clothes, have all these accolades, done all these things, and then they close their door at night and cry. People who've pushed everyone away, people who've prioritized success so much with a dollar sign that they didn't make it important for them to spend time with their family. They didn't make it important for themselves to, give back to the community. They didn't make it important for themselves to fill in the blank. Or to even just have gratitude. So if you haven't thought about what you're grateful for in your life and in your business today, here is your homework assignment. Figure out what it is that you're grateful for. I like to do a minimum of 3 things. If it's in the present moment, can I think of one thing right now that I'm truly grateful for? If I'm journaling, 3 things minimum. If I want to get into it, 10 things. So this is your opportunity to celebrate where you are, because the more that you celebrate, the more you create that frequency of happiness, of joy, of celebration. And if you know anything about manifestation, law of attraction, those type of energies rely on frequencies. And your frequency changes when you change how you relate to the present moment. Let me give you an example. If I were to put on some music and it's like, my energy changes. If I were to put on some music that, it's kind of like, it wouldn't necessarily change me unless I made it an intentional choice to change. Give you another example. If I meet someone, and this is like a person, they just walk up, introduce themselves to me. Okay, nice to meet you. But if I know something about that person, something that I choose is important, something that I appreciate, if they're, maybe they're famous in their industry, maybe they're, someone who's a mutual friend with someone else. If I know something about that person, or maybe they're an old friend of mine that I haven't seen since elementary school, my energy changes in how I relate to them. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since elementary school. Or be like, oh, you're so-and-so. They were telling me so much about you. I'm so glad to meet you. As opposed to, hi, I'm Alicia. Nice to meet you. So you're seeing you're picking up what I'm putting down here. Your job is to not only to be grateful for your 1 thing, 3 things, 10 things, whatever that is. Your job is also to be in awareness, be in self-awareness, yoga, in how you relate to people and things. So just start to notice, and with no attachment to whatever it is, but start to notice, do I treat this person differently because I know XYZ? Next time you see somebody, you meet somebody out somewhere, or meet somebody on the internet, or whatever it is, notice your bodily response, your verbal response, your energetic shift. Because that is how you start to key in to the things that are beyond the physical in yoga. I'm going to leave it right there. And thank you for celebrating with me 10 months to $100,000, to our first 100K in 1 year. Thank you for making that possible and just showing up, for having your eyes on our brand and everything we're doing in the yoga community. Mastermind Yoga School is a yoga teacher training platform, and all the things y'all bought, all the sweatshirts, all of the, support, all the classes, all the trainings, everything is so, so appreciated. And if you haven't already signed up for the virtual yoga event challenge, that is coming up November 1st. It is a free challenge, and it's free to all yoga teachers, current and future. So do get in on that. It's going to help you to get really clear on what type of event you can host to really serve your ideal client. And with that being said, I invite you to join the challenge. The link is in the description. You also have the ability to check out some of the merch, the Black Yogis Matter tees, the I Teach Yoga tees. Those are in the link down below as well. Also, if you're in Houston, every month I host with my co-host, Wanika, Miss Astrology. We host full moon gatherings. So if you want to meet me in person, this is the place to do it. Honestly, I don't really teach in public very much anymore. So if you want to catch me in public, catch me at the full moon gathering, and I would love to meet you, especially if you're not sure if you want to train with me first. That is a great way to segue in. Also, if you are not sure you want to train with me and you do the challenge, that can give you an idea of what it's like to work with me. So there you have it. I will see you in the next video. The mission is world peace through inner peace. Namaste.